Hey everyone, it's Sarah or Lovely Day here with another video. I'm sure you're wondering why I look the way I do right now, and trust me, it's relevant. Kind of. You see, today was Wellington Armageddon. It's a convention we have here in New Zealand, and I went as Asami Sato, Sam went as Marco, a friend of mine went as Cora, and their partner was Bolin. I still had to film the intro to this video after the convention, so I just figured I would do it in cosplay because why not? To anyone who might be curious, I did make this glove. It's actually a garden glove with lots of foam and all sorts of things. It's got lights, which I'm very proud of. It's very cool if I do say so myself, but yeah. But that's not what this video is about. Today I'm going to be showing you how I put together my first eater bag. To anyone who might not know what an eater bag is pretty much just a bag to show off something you are a fan of. They often have clear windows so that you can see inside the pins, badges, keychains, all sorts of things that you may have collected for either a certain character or a fandom or just anything really. The word ita is derived from the word itai, which in Japanese means pain or painful or ouch or something along those lines. And this is really fitting for these bags considering the fact that you have a lot of pins in them. Pins are sharp. They hurt when they prick you. Merchandise is often quite expensive, so these bags can hurt your wallet too, and more often than not, depending on how far you go with it, they can be somewhat painful and overwhelming to look at. These days there are quite a lot of different bags you can choose from. There are some really creative ones coming out of Kickstarter and Etsy and places like that. And although most people will restrict themselves to a theme or a character, there's really no rules and people do all sorts of fun things with these bags. For sake of me and my bag though, there was really only ever one character to consider. I feel like it's no secret at this point that I'm really fond of the character Ellen from d.gray-man. Exhibit A, Exhibit B, C, D, and how could we forget this guy, Exhibit E, I think I was up to, yeah. As long as I've been a fan of Ellen, I've been on the lookout for things related to him. And across these years, I had managed to collect a fair few Ellen-related things. I had a couple of pins, a really small button badge, and a keychain. Not really enough to fill an eater bag though, so in the past couple of months, I have been scouring the internet to find anything and everything I can. I got a bunch of stuff from Etsy as well as from Japan, which is a proxy server for Yahoo Japan and the like, and that actually ended up being where I got most of my stuff. I did get a couple of things from eBay. They tended to cost a little bit more than otherwise, but yeah. So thanks to all of these sites, I managed to grow my collection significantly, and then it was just a case of acquiring a bag. I found a bag I really liked on Kickstarter, although the thing with Kickstarter is that you're funding the production of the item, which means you're not going to actually get said item for a long time. Thankfully the project was funded, so everything's going ahead, but it's going to be probably August before I get that bag. And I couldn't wait that long, so I went on AliExpress and I did pick up a bag. It's the bag I have here. I don't want to turn this around right now because it is the finished bag. I actually took it to the convention with me today, which was so handy and I loved showing it off. But yeah, with the bag having arrived and a container filled with Ellen merchandise, I was ready to assemble it all. And that's what I want to share with you today, my process of putting all of it together. It took a long time, but I had a lot of fun figuring out where everything would go. So without further ado, let's get on with the assembly time-lapse.
First, let's take a look at my bag. I bought it off of AliExpress. I'll put a link to it in the video description if you want to get one for yourself. I made a set of galaxy inserts off camera. These were really easy to make. All I did was cut some thin craft foam to size, then cut my material slightly larger, folded it over and hot glued the edges. The insert will not only protect my bag and make it easier for me to place everything, but also serve as the background of my arrangement. I start off by laying out everything that I have. Most of these items are official merchandise from Japan, but the rest are fan-made. I'll put links below for as many of these things as I can. I had two of these giant badges. And as much as I would have liked to use both of them, doing so would have severely limited how many other things I'd be able to place. So I made the executive decision to put the blue one aside. I had a smaller version of the same piece of art anyway, so it wasn't too tricky of a decision to make. I didn't really have a plan going into this. I knew I wanted to have a bigger item in the middle of each window as a centerpiece, but that was about it. It really just came down to playing around and seeing what I liked the look of. One thing I forgot to mention was that I preemptively removed the straps, chains and rings from the keychains and charms. The way I was going to display them, they would have only gotten in the way. Now, I'm not going to actively voice over the entirety of this video because there really isn't that much to say, and honestly, I reckon you'd probably get sick of my voice after a certain point. Feel free to skip to the end if you want to see the finished product, but otherwise, if you do choose to stay, stick around for some cozy eat-a-bag action. I'll be back at the end of the video, but for now, I'll leave you to it. there you have it. My Alan Walker eater bag is complete. I am absolutely in love with how it turned out. I thoroughly enjoyed every part of the process for completing this portable shrine for my favourite character. Part of me wants to try and make another one, but I probably should take the time to enjoy this one for a while first. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below telling me what you think. Maybe you could tell me what character you would make a bag for, or perhaps you already have an eater bag of your own. If you're not already subscribed, I'd love it if you joined me here. I upload a new video every weekend. Thank you so much for watching, it has been lovely, and I'll catch you in another video sometime soon.